economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. We call it 3 E's of performance. This economy, efficiency, effectiveness model, it works in not-for-profit organization. Like you have commercial organizations, like banks, insurance companies, hospitals, cement factories, sugar factories, car manufacturing, airlines. These all are commercial organizations. They make money. Then you have non-profit organizations, non-profit, which are also called not-for-profit organization. And by the way, in the very beginning, I must clear that when I say non-profit or not-for-profit, it does not mean that they do not make profit. They also make profit. Like non-profit organizations, they also make profit. The only difference is that making profit is not their prime objective. And secondly, if the profit is made, it does not go to someone's pocket as dividend. It remains in the business. And why do they make profit? Like when we say not-for-profit organization, some religious organization, or maybe a charity school or a university or a library. So library does not mean that they don't want to make profit or they don't have profit. They also have profit. But profit is not maximized. Profit is not maximization and dividends are not there. Why do they make profit? They make profit so that they can expand and they can provide services to more people. For example, you started, some organization which is not for profit. It works for certain community. It works for, to help certain part of the society. But you do want to expand. You want that these free services or these subsidized services or these social services should be given to more people. So how can you do that? You make some profits, little profits, and with the help of that little profit, you expand so that other people also get benefit from that services. So anyways, this was not for profit. So we said that usually these economy, efficiency, effectiveness are used in the not-for-profit organizations. Now, not-for-profit organizations, they have multiple objectives. I give you a few examples. One is your police department by the government. One is your judiciary, again by the government. Then you might have your railways department, which is a public service by the government. Then you might have some government hospitals or schools or government universities. These all are non-profit organizations. Now, all of these organizations, like a university, a hospital, a school, police department, they are also called budget organizations. Budget organizations means that they have been given or they are given budget from the government. Government gives them the budget. Okay, this is the university. You are the rector of the university. You are the chancellor or vice chancellor of the university or the principal of the school. We are giving you $1 million. Within $1 million, you have to manage full 1 year. From the annual budget, we take out money from you for you. And we say that to manage your services, you have to provide, we are giving you $1 million. And with $1 million, you have to teach 3,000 students, 3,000 people for the next 1 year. So teaching 3,000 students is the target and 1 million is the budget. And you have to manage with that. So now there are two options. One option is that, to provide education to 3,000 students, you spend more than 1 million. You cannot complete it in 1 million. You ultimately ended up with 1.2 million. So you spent 200,000 more. You did give education to 3,000 people. You did give education because your goal was to give education to 3,000 people. So you achieved the target on that area that, okay, I provided education to 3,000 people, but you spent a little bit more. You spent 1.2 million. So we say that you did not achieve the economy. Economy means remaining within the budget. And when you are not economical, it means that you are crossing your budget. Or alternatively, I can say that you spent 1 million because I asked you that, listen, I'm giving you 1 million, you have to teach 3,000 people. So when December comes in, You 1 year of performance, I say, okay, how much money did you spend? You say, oh, I spent 1 million. You asked me to do 1 million, I was in 1 million. So I say, okay, you are economical. And then I ask, how many students did you teach? You say, oh, you know what, I taught only 2,500. So you missed on that budget. You missed on that target. So you achieved your financial budget of 1 million, but you did not teach 3,000 people. You only taught 2,500. So I say that you are economical. You are economical, but not efficient. Another person, the second school principal, I also gave him 1 million budget and 3,000 students. I asked him that, okay, you come in, Mr. D, how much did you spend? He said, you know, I spent 1.2 million. Oh, you spent 200K more. And then how many students did you teach? I taught all 3,000. So now there are two people. Principal A has met the budget of 1 million, but 2,500. So he is economical, not efficient. Principal B has spent more money, not 1 million, but 1.2 million, but he did teach 3,000 students. So he is efficient because he taught 3,000 people, but he is not economical because he spent more money. So there were two goals, money and students, and you are failing on one of them. Principal A failed on the number of students taught. Budget was okay, he was economical, not efficient. Principal B, he was efficient because he taught 3,000 students, but he failed on the budget because he spent more 1.2. So these two had one lacking. And last one is called effectiveness. So first is economy, second is efficiency. Economy means remaining within the budget, efficiency means achieving the goal. And the third one is called effectiveness. There is a principal C, and I invite him from the school. C, okay, you are the third one, please. You come in and you tell, what did you do? He said, you know what? I taught 3,000 people, 3,000 students, and I did it in 1 million. So I met both of their goals. I was efficient and I was also economical because I remained within 1 million and I did the job of teaching 3,000 students. You are effective. So effectiveness means when both of them are achieved. So this is one measurement. We call it 3 E's: economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. And we use this economy, efficiency, effectiveness in non-profit organizations. Then you've got this one, last one, performance measures for contract and process costing environment, performance measures for services. This is very specific little topics. I think they should not be very much of big trouble. And I leave this number 5 and number 6 on you to read it. These are very specific because actually the topic's finished here, and that's why they put some gap. This is something very additional examples. This is just, you can consider them as an examples of these things. Topics, the subject matter is finished here. Okay, concepts, theory finished here. This is just like an example of how performance measure is done in contract, how performance measurement is done in process costing and for servicing. That's all. So I just think that this should be enough for non-financial performance.